Right, today I'm going to another Shark. This is the Paraffins version. This is a IZ320UK. And we're going to take it apart. It's going to be exactly the same. It's got a blue trim, but this is the IZ320UKT. They're going to be exactly the same, just different colour. Well, literally it's a different colour button, different colour. The rest is exactly the same. Right. Anyway, we'll go with this one. First of all is removing side trims, or do that bit first. As always, if you watched any of the other videos, I always use a dearly 50p coin to do these. Stops them getting damaged. As you can see, somebody else has done it before and slightly scuffed it, but there's that bit. From the roller, just unclips, straightforward. Right, there it is. One screw at the front. Whenever I'm asked about screw sizes, it's not something you can definitively give an answer to, especially doing these Shark. I've had exactly the same models, have completely different size screw. So yeah, but they're all the Torx with the hole in the end. Primarily, unless it's going to a different type of screw. There's one there. Right, I don't need to do it for the side trims, but there is a right down there. See, oh, that's a different size anyway. We'll just concentrate. And literally from the back, all I do is lift it up and gently ease it round. Come off pretty good. Same this side. From the back, and then just gently raise it, sort of pulling that direction. There we go. And then we just got 1, 2, 3 screws on the top cover. As you can see, they're slightly smaller for the top cover than what they were for the underneath. So yeah. And then there's one little screw in there. Obviously can be easily hidden with dust. Two screws here. There we go. The top cover. If that's all you're replacing, then all you need to do is the opposite. But we'll continue. Right. What I'd like to do now is just give you a bit of a close-up. One of the things I've always found in the past is that you're never quite sure exactly how the wires go. So I like doing this close up. Yeah. So you've got one black little light. Goes there. That one's going there. Just clipped in. So we're just unclip that one. That white one is the upright switch, which is that. And there's no real uniform there. You've got the white, you've got the black one going back there, and the white one. Remember, the white one is on top in line there, so when refitting the motor, that's the one you want on top. But yeah, obviously you can pause this if you're refitting yours and put it exactly. Put it where you can see it. So yeah, obviously holding the cover on, 3 screws there. Yeah, but while I got the T10 bit in there, just going to do the 2 screws, which is holding the motherboard on there. I'm going to unclip that upright switch. There we go. Just want to get that screw so I don't lose it. Right. No real form for where they go. There's a little notch there which the wires, and if you can see, there we go. They slotted in there. Right. Now, just going to cut that cable tie away. Gives you the 3 wires for there. What I will say, a quick note, is on other similar models, I've not experienced it much on this one, these models, but if your motor is dead, if you haven't got a light coming on, no power at all going to it, check the wires that go into the back. Don't presume it's the motor, or it can be that those wires break away, and that's why it's dead. So you might find it easier just replacing the neck joint than wasting extra money doing a motor. Anyway, once again, I always for these joiners, I always like to crimp on both sides before undoing it. It does, in my experience, make it much easier. Do seem to come out better. Yeah. Just gonna open it up because I will be doing a put back together video, so that'll be in a separate video. Just gently squeeze it. Come off. That one's decided to be a little stubborn. Cool, that's crimped on. Depending on what you're trying to replace or fix will depend on whether you want to skip forward. If all you're doing is replacing like the belts, the front cog, this isn't something you need to do. However, if you're replacing the PCB, all that section, this is something that would be useful. These can get frustrating doing these, but take your time. And it'll go there. And just a black one. Come out alright. Good. Right. That's that bit. I am going to take it off, and what you got to do on this one, it's quite easy to get to. You squeeze the top of it, it releases. There's a little metal clip that holds them in the holes, but that's the board. The wires. There we go. So now you've got your upright switch, back wheels. I'm going to leave that one a minute, just do the back wheels. If you're replacing the upright switch, you have to remove this wheel. Simply because there is a little screw which holds the switch in place. And there it is. Once that little screw comes out, screws over it, it just pushes out, clips into that. That's sort of a position shot where it's got to go into. The screw goes down into there. No wheel. There we go. That's that. That's where I was on about where the wires can break. So yeah, if you got no light, no power, no nothing, and it would be an intermittent, so it will take quite a while, but yours will start, you know, intermittently stopping and starting, stopping and starting. That would be the common fault. Right, now we're now, if you haven't had to do all that and you're doing the belt, the brush roll or anything, or the front cog, you will need to do this. Right, we've got 3 screws. I think I'm going to take that, before I go much further, I'm going to take this button out. You can, I find for refitting, it makes it a little bit easier. This button can go in afterwards. It should be all clear. Gently easing it out, not forcing it, just gently making sure I haven't forgot screw. But I haven't, it's just a little bit. Right. The seal has stayed in place pretty well, so I don't need to mess about with that. That's the bottom, obviously. Obviously you don't need to remove those wheels. Yeah, sometimes you've got to remove these wheels to find hidden screws, but on this model you don't need to. And there we go. 2 screws holding the brush roll in, 2 screws on the motor, and then this side you've got your little cog, 2 screws inside there. You got to go careful because other models they're screwed in from this way, but this one they're screwed in that way. Right. For me, if I was changing the brush roll, I'd take the motor off anyway. You could leave it on there, but I personally would take it off. It's easier to you know, otherwise it just makes it easier in my opinion. There we go. There's the belt, there's that. And we got, should be coming down to the T10. Now on this, the seal goes around the roller, so what I will do is undo that screw, and that will just push out. Your front cog and a little belt. Right, now it's all free, and you just want to gently ease this out. And to me, you've got 2 choices. You can either sharp knife, cut down there, and then pull it all out with the seal in, or what I usually try to do is sort of prise it away a little and just try and I mean, they do break anyway, so that's why. If it is my own, I will just sharp knife cut it. It will not make a blind bit of difference. You know, if you cut it pretty neat there, it means when you're putting it back on, I'm just going to gently try and ease that away. Doing it this way as well is because you're slightly having to stretch it to get it out. So it's sort of, when you're refitting it, it makes it feel like it's longer, which is just natural. No, try not to there we go. Try not to move this in. So what I'm going to do is I'll try and show you. I'm just going to slot that pin in. Then on the, there we go. So this has to go into the bottom. There we go, like that. So this one's coming out at the top. If you've seen that, yeah. Right, and then it's literally slide it down. Slide it down, and then you just got a little screwdriver, put that in, so that's gone down, and there we go, we are back. And of course, once your brush roll goes back in place, that'll be good. Right, that's it taken apart. I will be doing another video putting it all back together, so check it out. Thanks for watching.